Hi, my name is Sai Ganesamurthy and I'm with HealthFeed. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how you would configure the HealthFeed application for your DrChrono EHR instance. So if you're watching this video, you probably have completed the step of adding the HealthFeed solution to the EHR practice. Once you have completed that step, this is how the HealthFeed module would show up within the DrChrono EHR. Now, in order to use the configuration options provided by HealthFeed, you would start by clicking on the configuration button here. So once now that the page has loaded, you can now start configuring the HealthFeed application specific to your practice. So there are a couple of configuration items that are available. The first one that I'm going to be talking to you about is configuring the branding of outgoing emails and text messages. So HealthFeed enables practices to send health education content by emails and texts. These outbound emails and texts can essentially be branded to contain your logo and your picture as well. So you would start by popping open this branding box. And the first item that you can configure is you can essentially put in the email address that will be used as the from email address on all of these emails. You would want to put your email address, so that's something that the patient might be familiar with. So let's say I'm going to put in a sample email address such as doctor name at practice.com, right? So obviously this is an email address that you own for your practice, and that's what you would put in here. The second step that you would do is you would have to go through a simple verification step to verify that you indeed actually own this email address. So once you choose the email address that you want to use for all of these outbound emails, then you would put in that email address, click on the verify now button. The HealthFeed system will send an email address to this inbox, and it will have a verification link. Once you click that particular link, this particular email address will be used as the from email address on all outbound emails. You would go ahead and put in your name. It could either be your specific name, or if you want the practice name to be sent as part of these outbound emails, you could do so. So in this case, I'm just going to use a name called Dr. John Smith. You would put in your full address here. So let's say you would put something like, okay, the full address of your practice, right? Right, and you would if you have a Facebook page, you would put your Facebook email, your Facebook link here. So for example, I'm just going to use this particular Facebook link, and you would put in your practice's website address here, right? So just for the purposes of this demo, I'm just going to use a certain sample practice website address. The next thing you would do is you would upload your picture, and so let me upload a picture here. And I will upload a practice logo as well. Right. So what we've just done over the last couple of minutes is we've essentially configured the branding elements that's associated with all outbound emails. Now let's see all of these things in action. Once you've done all of this, you would go into this particular section called message. This section now shows the branding elements that you just uploaded. It plugs it into the various places within the template. So for example, the picture goes here, the logo goes here, so on and so forth. There are a few other different templates that are supported as well, and you could click, pop this open, choose any one of these 4 templates that you want to use, and use them for your practice, right? So the next item that I wanted to walk you through is the email messages. As you can see here, you have the ability to configure the wordings that go out in the email messages. When you send out a piece of educational content, we first look to see whether the patient has previously provided consent to receive health education content by email. If not, then we send out this particular message, which essentially says, the doctor can potentially share content with the patient, but in order to do so, we first need to receive consent, right? So if you want to go ahead and change the wordings of any of these emails, you can do so. If not, if you're perfectly happy with all of the wordings that you see here, then you don't have to make any changes. Last but not the least, these are the patient consent flags. So I just briefly spoke about it just about a few seconds back. This is the ability to obtain this is the ability to automatically kickstart an automatic consent getting process. Um, so if you do not collect patient consents in the form of paper forms from the patient, that it's okay for you to share health education content by email or text, then you wouldn't have to do this. But if you don't have those consents collected through paper forms, then you would want to use this automated way by which, as and when you send the first piece of content, we automatically kickstart the consent getting process. We collect the consent, and once the consent has been received, then we start sending pieces of content that you share with the patient by email and text. So that's about the configuration section on the HealthFeed application for DrChrono. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach back out to us. You can send us an email at support@healthfeed.com, or you could call us at 408-372-7194. Thank you.